Oh, my hair's kind of blending into my t-shirt today. It's a bear, by the way. It looks really weird from just this bit. Hi, welcome back. Today I'm going to be trying some fun new makeup launches. When I say fun, we have got the Colourpop Pokemon collection. We've got some e.l.f. Jelly Pop products to try. We've got the Half Magic new lip products, which are called Lip Snuggle, which I think is the cutest name for a lip product that I've possibly ever heard. And it's got kittens on the packaging. We've got some chocolate scented cream contour sticks. The list goes on. There are some fun new things in here. I'm going to give you my honest thoughts while putting them on my face. Let's go. And today's video sponsor is Dermatica, who I've maybe spoken about, I don't know, like 50 times in the past. I actually had a new one delivered a couple days ago. This is what the packaging comes like. And I highly appreciate Dermatica continuing to work with me because I've used their skincare subscription for a good few years now. I think, well, I mean, since I lived with my parents, and I've lived in this house for nearly 4 years, so it must be a while. And back then, I'm sure that my skin concerns were probably along the lines of skin texture and acne. Whereas now that I'm 27, I found that my skin concerns are more acne scarring and fine lines and wrinkles. But whatever your skin concerns may be, you go on the website, you fill out a little kind of online consultation, include pictures of your skin and let them know what your skin concerns are in particular, and their dermatology team will put together a little personalised formula that is delivered to your house on a monthly basis. So this is around about a month's worth. I mean, depending on how often you use it. Sometimes you use this every other day, sometimes you use it every day, and one pump of this should do your whole face, so you don't need much. But the reason why I continue to use Dermatica is because you can't get the ingredients that are in this just over the counter, and they have more powerful actives and retinoids and ingredients that are evidence-backed to actually improve your skin. And I do get hormonal breakouts, and I am such a picker with my skin, which is so bad because I know that you should leave them alone, but I just can't leave my spots alone, and then they end up scarring. But this helps so much with the scarring, and I can't imagine what my skin would be like if I didn't have this, because just for example, in my previous video I was talking about how I just had this big hormonal breakout kind of around my jaw. I don't even know what caused it. This is worse than normal. I think just because I've changed my lifestyle quite a lot recently and doing a lot more exercise and stuff, and apparently that can like throw off your hormones sometimes. But let me just get up a picture of what my skin looked like literally 3 days ago. I wasn't actually intending to show these pictures in this video, so please forgive my appearance. But this is what my skin looked like 3 days ago after I'd had that hormonal breakout and I'd been picking my skin, and this is what my skin is looking like now. And I have been using this every night since I did have that breakout, but it's looking so much better, so much less red. Like everything is now flat to my skin completely. And I know just from past experience that probably in around a week's time using this, these will probably be gone. So those are just my personal experiences. I also used their vitamin C for a few months, which is incredible. And I'm gonna re-add that to my subscription in the months leading up to my wedding because I want to make sure that my skin is, you know, as good as it possibly can be. But that is my personal experience with their products. They also make lovely face washes and moisturizers and cleansers and stuff. And I do still have a discount code, which is SOPH50, that gets you 50% off your first 3 months. It's usually $24.99 a month, which obviously is more pricey. However, it obviously just depends what your priorities are. For me personally, my skin is an investment. But with signing up as well, you do have 24/7 access to their dermatology team if you have any questions or concerns or queries or you want to change anything. So SOPH50 is my code. I will link it down below. And thank you to Dermatica for sponsoring me again. So product number 1 is the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Primer. I swear I've tried this before because there was a brief time. Was there a brief time when this was available in the UK? I have no idea why it was limited edition. Why do brands do that? I was sent this collection in a giant tub of jelly, and unfortunately it wasn't edible because I so nearly ate it until I realized it said underneath not edible. But the e.l.f. Jelly Pop collection is back, and I believe only temporarily. I think it's exclusive to the e.l.f. website and to Superdrug, but I think the packaging that I had when I tried this before, unless I'm just imagining that I've tried this before, maybe I actually haven't, maybe I'm thinking of something else, maybe it's like a mint primer or something. This smells very strongly of watermelon, and I'm not 100% sure how I feel about that, but the packaging is kind of the same as like the Power Grip packaging. Oh, so far it feels kind of the same as the Power Grip primer. Actually, maybe a little bit more hydrating. I mean, it's definitely getting very sticky, very similar to the Power Grip. Oh, is this gonna work? Not quite. I think this is too heavy, to be fair. Sticky. Actually, that probably just took off quite a lot of it. Oh, it feels good though. Like my skin is feeling like plump and bouncy, and yeah, that feels really nice. This next product is from a brand called Saie. Is that how you say this brand? Is that how you say this brand? This is their Slip Tint Radiant All Over Concealer. And when I heard all over concealer, it reminded me of this bad boy here, the Too Faced one, because this I think was described as, yeah, multi-use. I really like the sound of that, and I have got the shade 5. They sent me this in PR. They also sent me the Slip Tint Broad Spectrum SPF Sunscreen Tinted Moisturizer. You know what? Let's just try this as well. well. While we're here, I have no idea what people think of this. I'm sure I've heard really good things about this brand. The only thing I've tried from them, I think, is their dewy. I got like a sample of one of their things in a Christmas advent calendar, which was like a dewy primer type thing. But let's give this a go. I'm assuming it's not going to be super pigmented because it's like a tinted sunscreen kind of thing. I'm just going to blend this in with my hands. I don't know why I had the instinct to do that, but it just feels kind of like a... Oh my god, I need my camera to start beeping at me when it stops recording, because I've just blended that all into my face and I have no idea when it cut off. But I was just rubbing it in and then going, oh, because it looks so lovely. My immediate thoughts are, if you have oily skin, you're probably not going to like this. I mean, I have oily skin, but I like a glow, but I have a feeling like this is not going to last well throughout the day because it literally just feels like very oily, but it looks gorgeous. It's given a tiny bit of coverage, a little bit of colour, but just in general, like a lot of hydration, and it looks like my skin but better, like a lot better. It looks great. Like, what do we think? Don't you think that looks lovely? Okay, maybe some people might think that looks way too oily, and it definitely is oily, but it just looks so smooth and just glass skinny. I mean, so far I like that. Now let's go in with the concealer. It looks like this. Oh no, that's gonna be too dark for my under eyes. Oh well, sure, I can make it work. Let's see. Did I say that was shade 5 and the other thing was shade 3? Boom! Did a fly just land on my beauty blender? Boom! The one thing I hate about summer, flies and wasps. Like, just leave me alone. Okay, this is blending like a dream. I wouldn't say that it's full coverage, but it's definitely got some coverage for sure. It feels similar in texture actually to the skin tint. Pretty good coverage, but definitely not full. Just gonna add a little bit of my Maybelline. This is in the shade 1, the eraser concealer, just to add a little bit extra. Oh, I think it's gonna be a powder foundation kind of situation today. Okay, next thing, I'm so excited about these. These are the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Melting Bronzing and Sculpting Sticks. It's about time. They did some of these and they also smell of chocolate, and they sent me 2 different shades. I've got these shades, Chocolate Soufflé. This is what the packaging looks like. It kind of smells like Terry's chocolate orange to me. Oh dear god, I just want to Chocolate Soufflé. Sorry, I'm just trying to decide which colour to go for. This one is Chocolate Mousse. It actually smells like a Terry's chocolate orange. I think I'm going to go for this one, Chocolate Soufflé. Oh my, that's very creamy. Should we see how pigmented that is before I do the same amount on the other side? That shade is possibly a little bit dark for me, do we think? Like a little bit too much. Let me just blend that out because I did put on quite a lot. I think it looks quite nice. Or is it just me? Has it gone like a tiny little bit patchy, or am I just imagining things? I'm gonna do the other side. Doop. Okay, I don't think it was going patchy. I think I was just imagining that. I think I just maybe put on a bit too much. Jesus, it is so creamy. Like, you don't need any pressure whatsoever. It literally melts onto your face. Oh, the only problem is, like, I'm just gonna take twice as long to do my makeup when I'm using this because it smells so good. I'm just gonna sit here like, what can I say? I love a nice, oh my god, that's blending so nicely. I love a nice smelling product, especially if it smells like chocolate or vanilla. Oh my god, that's blended so nicely on my forehead. Let's see how it blends on my nose. Fair play, Too Faced, you've absolutely smashed that. I really like that. Stunning. And then next up, we start delving into the Colourpop Pokemon collection. And when I was younger, I used to watch Pokemon with my brother. He was really into Pokemon. I kind of just used to watch whatever he wanted to watch on TV. And so we watched Pokemon quite a lot when we were younger. So I've grown up with it. James has grown up with it. He's a huge Pokemon fan, like has Pokemon tattoos, and like his whole streaming room is Pokemon themed. Like, he loves Pokemon. He's even got Pokemon Crocs. So when he saw that I had a Colourpop package, he was like, open it in case it's the Pokemon collection. I was like, James, when have you ever been excited for me to open a PR package? But it was the Pokemon collection, which we were both very excited over. These are the cream blushes. I originally thought this was Clefairy. James corrected me and said, this is Clefable. I'm sorry, I'm not a super fan. Just a fan. But oh my god, in my opinion, this is one of their best collections that they've done in a while. So it looks like this, and then you open it up, and then on the inside, I think this is the one that I'm going to end up using, it has a whole bunch of different pink Pokemon, and then the pink blush, which matches them exactly. Oh shit, I can't remember any of these. Lickitung, Mew, Clefairy. I'm sure that is Clefairy. Wigglytuff? Is that the evolution of Jigglypuff? Oh my god, what's that little guy called? I can't remember. Can't remember the other two. Jigglypuff. Anyway, so cute. The others, we've got, is that Gengar? The Hypnosis cream blush. And when I saw this on the front, I was like, oh, it's going to be purple, isn't it? Opened it. It's purple, but like the Pokemon purple with all the different purple Pokemon. And of course, they have got an Electro Ball Pikachu blush, which is literally the red of Pikachu's cheeks, and this one has just got Pikachu on it, so cute and so thought out. And I mean, fair enough, the red and the purple are not super wearable for my skin tone. I think I'm gonna go for the pink one. I do wish they had a little mirror in there though, that's my only thing, but ooh, it almost feels like cream to powder. Dunk my brush on in there. Hello. Okay, it's quite a light pink. Kind of had to swirl my brush in there quite a lot to get some colour payoff. I guess it is quite light. Let's try this cheek. I mean, even though it's a very light pink, it does seem to be blending nicely, but it's not the most pigmented. I think I have other Colourpop blushes that I prefer because they are more pigmented. Wait. I don't know, it's kind of got a weird, I was like, is that a fruity smell or is it like a, it smells like the plastic that's on library books. That is so specific, but that was literally one of my favourite smells as a kid. It's kind of lemony though. Wait, what is it? It's like lemony plastic smell, but I kind of really like it because it smells like library books. I don't know if that will make sense to anyone. It's cute, I like the colour. I would still definitely use that, but it's just quite light and quite subtle, but still nice. Just gonna powder my face quickly. I'm still working my way through this old Primark powder to try and use it up. It was called the PS Blurred Out powder, but I don't think they sell it anymore. Little tiny bit of powder bronzer. I'm literally just using whatever was left on my brush. I'm gonna use my Made by Mitchell bronze pod, but just like the tiniest little bit. I am aware that I've just powdered my face, and after this I want to try this, which is the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Glow Stick. This is supposed to be a dupe for the Chanel Balmy highlighter that supposedly is one of Sabrina Carpenter's favourites, and I know that I have set my face, however this is how I would do my makeup generally, but I want to see if this sits nicely. I think if I'd have put this over the top of my base without any powder, it would just mix in with the rest of the cream products, but I really want to see if I can get this to work over the top of powder to bring some glow back to my skin. It also smells of watermelon, but yeah, this is supposed to be a dupe for the Chanel one, but how the hell is one supposed to apply? Oh, I don't know how well you can see that, but it is actually sitting. Let's take some on a little end of a sponge. No, fingers work better. Anyone that uses cream highlighter, how is the best way that you make it work? Because I find that when I don't set my base, it just kind of mixes in with the rest of my cream products and just makes everything turn into like a creamy mess. On top of powder, obviously it doesn't sit as well because it's cream on top of powder. So, is there an in-between? Like, how are you supposed to get cream products to work? I mean, actually, I'm quite surprised in that seems to be sitting relatively well over the top of my foundation, although there are some patches where it just looks a bit... This almost just gives like some oiliness back to your face, but then I find that easier to do with setting spray, like a glowy setting mist. Do you know what I mean? As cream highlighters go, if you're wanting something that's like a balmy texture, that is what this does. In terms of my preferences, not something I would reach for, but it's very thin formula, and surprisingly it's not like destroyed my makeup. Oh, I meant to put this on underneath. This is the Ciate Glow 2 blush in Summer Fling. I've been desperate to try this for ages. It's literally like a glowy blush highlighter that's really pigmented, and it's now just gonna stick in that, isn't it? Let's just add some anyway. Oh my god, look at that glow. I think my lights are too bright. Sorry, hopefully that's better and you can actually see what I'm doing now, but wow, that is some intense glow. I'm just gonna set the bits that are like really close to my eyeball because that looks a bit odd, but ooh, I like it. e.l.f. have launched a clear laminating brow gel, so let's give this a try. This looks kind of like similar to the Refi kind of brow gel type thing. Oh yeah, it does look very similar to that, doesn't it? The Refine one is really good actually. I've not used that in a while. I generally kind of gravitate towards more tinted brow gels these days, but I am not opposed to a clear brow gel. It's kind of like a matte clear brow gel. It's not really giving me any sort of shine. Feels kind of soap browy sort of texture. And then I guess you just use this little side of it to... I don't know, are people still doing soap brows? Or did soap brows die out? I have no idea. I mean, yeah. Does what it says on the tin. An update on the Maybelline brow pen. I've been using this quite often. It still has not run out on me, which is great. But if you missed my video where I was reviewing this, I would recommend getting a darker shade than you think you'll need because the lighter shades just did not show up. I really need to shape my eyebrows, but I'm not gonna do it right now. That can wait for another day. Okay, Colourpop Pokemon eyeshadow palette. Let's do it. Oh, something I'm gonna do just very quickly is use a setting spray just to give like a little bit of stickiness back to my eyelids, which I've been doing this recently before I do my eyeshadow and finding that it works quite well. Well, in instances where I've set my eyelids, I don't always, but sometimes I just set my eyelids anyway. God, look at the glow on my cheeks. This is the NYX Marshmallow setting spray. Is this new? It says it's sweet scented. Oh my God, that smells so nice. Oh my God, I want that as perfume. You know what? It actually kind of smells like my old Revolution Creme Brulee body mist. Oh, NYX, you've got to do something about those spritzers because they're just very strong. Oh my God, that smells heavenly. Like, it smells like vanilla. Oh, that smells unbelievable. You see why I call this fun new makeup launches? There's just so many nice scented things and cute things and lovely. So this Pokemon eyeshadow palette, first of all, I love the packaging. I think it is so cute. And all of the names, it's called Palette Town, and all of the names on the back are like Pokemon locations. Well, most of them anyway. They have all the shade names on the back, and they also have the shade names written next to them, which is kind of helpful as well. They have loads of Pokemon on the inside. Look at this palette. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you, quite often in Colourpop's limited collections, they're very sort of samey and nothing really excites me too much, but when I opened this, my immediate thought was, this would be a brilliant palette for the Eras tour. We've got pretty much every colour of the rainbow, and just for concerts in general, the only colour that I think this is missing for me is a black matte eyeshadow, or even just a black, so that you could use it as eyeliner, because I used this the other day when I went to see Olivia Rodrigo, and I used some of the purple shades for a look, which is on my YouTube shorts actually, so go and have a look. I used the purple shades, but I forgot my eyeliner in the hotel, and I was like, oh great, I can just use a black from the palette. Oh wait, there isn't one. There's like a dark green, but there's no black. But other than that, there is a bit of everything in here, and there's also glittery shades. A couple of the shimmer shades are a little bit meh, like they're not the greatest. Like for example, the other day I used Jelly Donut, which is fine, but it's not like a mind-blowing one. But this one I would only really use on my inner corners anyway. It's like a pinky white duochrome, and it worked fine on my inner corners, but just it's not like a super foily one. They're a little bit like chalky. That they've got these like glitter, I don't even know how to describe these. It's kind of like a foiled eyeshadow, but also like a pressed glitter at the same time. Like if you mixed a foiled eyeshadow with a pressed glitter. It's not just like a slimy pressed glitter, it's like an eyeshadowy pressed glitter. Like still slightly chunky glitter. Does that make any sense? But the formula of those are really lovely, and they worked really well at the concert. I do wish this had a mirror, because when you're like using a palette, it's so much easier to dip and do your shadow at the same time. I'm gonna dip into SS Anne, which is this shade, and then I'm probably gonna use this one above it, which is Cerulean City. I'm just gonna start by kind of stamping this on my outer corner. I am a little bit worried that my eyelids are still too matte and that I should have put down like a sticky base. Yeah, it's just like skipping over my eyelids because they're not sticky enough. Probably not advised, but I'm just gonna go over. I mean, I'm gonna blend it all out anyway, but I'm just gonna go over my lids with a bit of concealer in the hopes that this gives the shadows something a bit more to stick to. I should probably take it all off and start again, but I'm hoping that this will work. Okay, that seems to be working better. By the way, yeah, if you ever think like, oh, these eyeshadows suck, if you've got a new eyeshadow palette or an old eyeshadow palette and you're doing your makeup, try putting down a sticky base on your eyeshadow, because it can make such a huge difference. Like sometimes powders on top of powders it just doesn't work. And sometimes it does, but sometimes all you need is just a little bit of a grippy base, you know. I am now dipping into Cerulean City, which is like the lighter blue. By the way, I'm gonna blend this out even more, so fear not. I mean, I have no idea what I'm doing right now, but I just knew I wanted to do something blue. Let's just take a clean brush with a bit of that Cerulean City shade. I don't want to blend out the edges too much though, because I kind of like the graphic shape that I've gone for, you know. Okay, I'm having a little bit of an issue on these corners, but I think that's where I initially didn't put concealer, and then I tried putting concealer and it just didn't fully go to plan. I'm hoping I can fix it. Trust the process and all that. What is going on with this part of my eye? Why is that not blending? It's really bugging me. I just want a nice crisp line. Oh, is that an eyebrow? I like the colours. I'm just struggling a bit with my own application. And then I'm also going to put some of that darker blue shade on the inner corner. Guys, you know, I've done this whole blue look thinking there's a blue glitter in here. There's not. Ooh, that looks kind of cool unblended. If I can recreate it on the other eye. You know, I'd never thought of kind of doing a cut crease shape with a matte eyeshadow. Making this like rounded shape with the eyeshadow. I think that's kind of cool. Is that kind of cool? Do I need to do like a stronger blue line here? Okay, let's also do a bit of that lighter blue to blend that in. I think I'm going to mix the yellow with the purple glitter. Oh wait, no, this is the yellow glitter, sorry. I'm just going to try the yellow on its own over the top of this and see what happens. Ooh, it's kind of cool. Is that kind of cool or is that kind of crazy looking? This is the shade Champion. It's kind of cool, but it's a little bit messy. Also, that yellow isn't as pigmented in terms of the glitter as the blue was that I used the other day. I'm gonna mix a little bit of the pink one called Gym Leader over the top because this one's got more actual glitter in it. At this point I'm like, do I just put all of them on my eyes? Okay, I didn't actually mean to get that everywhere, but it is what it is. It's turned out kind of cool, but also kind of crazy looking. I'm not too sure what I think of this eyeshadow look. I'm going to use the shade Evolution, which is the silver. And I'm just putting that on my inner corners. Just taking some of that matte blue that I used at the start, just literally along my lash line. And then the lighter blue I'm going to put on the inner half of my lower lash line. I'm just doing a very, very thin wing just on literally on my outer corners. I'm also going to take some of that yellow glitter, one sec. Okay, yeah, the yellow glitter is not as impressive as the others. I would say the purple glitter is actually probably the best, which is the one that I used first the other day. It's not my favourite palette ever, however, it is affordable and you do get a lot of colours in there. But there are definitely better palettes out there. But it's so cute, it's Pokemon. So for that reason, I like it more. So Maybelline have this new mascara, which is called the Firework mascara. Oh my god, the brush is so flexible. What the hell? This brush looks right up my street. It's got really, really short bristles and it's a plastic brush. The wand is very flexible. It feels like quite a wet formula. I think it would be better if the wand wasn't quite as flexible. Gotta say though, Maybelline usually make really good mascaras. Let's see how it builds. I mean, it's doing a very good job at like lengthening and separating out my lashes actually. Ooh, it's definitely giving me a lot of length. I just wish the brush was a little bit more firm. There was a bit more resistance. On first coat, I was kind of like, it's not really doing a whole lot, but it is building. I will have to continue to test because at the moment the formula feels a bit wet for me. It's definitely giving me length. It seems to be gripping my lower lashes a lot better. Something I'm noticing is that I'm already getting oily, like on my forehead and stuff, and we are only an hour and a half into filming. So these are the eyes. Not my best work. Something happened. By the way, they have little lip balms in the Colourpop Pokemon collection. This is the Jigglypuff one. Look at these. Look at that. It's all like sparkling on the inside. I just wish that these smelled nice because they don't smell of anything. Packaging could be better. Like it's a little bit plasticky, but I mean, it is Colourpop and they are affordable, but it's still really cute. Look at that little Jigglypuff lip balm. They also have a Pikachu one. They have a Ditto one. I don't know which one I'm going to use. Do I do the Pikachu? The yellow sparkles. I think I was immediately drawn to the Jigglypuff one just because Jigglypuff always used to be my favourite Pokemon, but then I love the Pikachu as well. The box is so cute. Let's do Jigglypuff. Oh wow, it's actually really slippery. Oh my god, that feels so nice. What the hell? I thought it wasn't really gonna like do a whole lot. It's actually really slippery. Can you see that? Oh, it's turning pink. They're like those adjusting pH lip balms. Feels nice, but tastes a little bit oily. I wish it had like a nice smell and taste. Oh, but I'm gonna have to take that off now because I'm about to test another like tinted lip balm product. Finally, we have got the Half Magic Lip Snuggle High Pigment Oil Balms, and I have the e.l.f. Jelly Pop lip thing here. In the Half Magic PR package, they sent these with these. And that lip balm really does not taste nice, as in like the Pokemon one, which is such a shame. They also sent this massive claw clip, which kind of freaks me out because it reminds me of a bit of a tarantula. Do you know what I mean? Ugh, that lip balm tastes horrible. I'm so disappointed. I think I'm gonna go for the shade Kitten Pants if I can find it in here. Like the packaging literally has kittens on the box. How flippin' cute. I feel like every brand and their mum is releasing lip oils at the moment. Oh! I was not expecting that, I'm not gonna lie. The box is so much bigger than the thing. Is that it? That's tiny. Oh, that's kind of disappointing. I really thought it was gonna be cooler packaging. Oh, but it has a little like velvety applicator. Okay, let's just give it a go. I'm just gonna do Colourpop BFF Liner. And then I guess you just squeeze it out. Oh, it's really, really, really pigmented. That's like a full pigment lip paint almost. Oh my god. That feels amazing on the lips. I just wish that it had some kind of scent or like sweet scent because it doesn't smell or taste of anything, but it feels so good. If that smelled nice and tasted nice as well. I mean, it doesn't taste offensive like the Pokemon one, but I would be more inclined to use it if it had like a sweet smell, I think. But it feels great. Like very lightweight but hydrating. I need to get that off my hand because that's gonna get everywhere. But like, look, it's definitely full pigment. With that, that is my finished makeup look. Let me know what you think. Those were some fun products, right? Oh wait, no. The e.l.f. Jelly Pop Glow Reviver Lip Oil. This is like a new shade. It's still covered in jelly. Now this smells nice. That smells like watermelon again. Oh my god. This kind of reminds me of a dupe of that Fenty one. Like the pink sparkles in it. The e.l.f. lip oils are some of my favourite drugstore makeup products. Stunning. And there we have it. Okay everyone, that is me done. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I hope this was helpful. Let me know if there's anything else that you want me to test. It's been a while since I did a bit of colourful eyeshadow. I definitely want to do some more. So if there's any other eyeshadow palettes or like eye products that have launched, let me know. Thank you to Dermatica for sponsoring the first part of this video. You can use my discount code, which is SOPH50 for 50% off your first 3 months. I will leave a link down below. I will also try and link all the products down below. Sometimes I do forget, but I will try and remember. And I hope you're all doing good. I will see you in my next video. Bye.